Hey, what's up guys? It's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we're going to take a look at Scapecraft. This is a huge RPG style mod based on Runescape. If you played Runescape, you're definitely going to love this mod. But even if you haven't, there is a ton of content to offer. There are bosses, mobs, weapons, armor, and structures. And you can see this one is massive right in front of us. And in the distance, there are more. So it's pretty cool. So this right here is the Black Knight's Fortress, and I'm pretty sure it's a copy like directly from the game, like a replica of it. So it's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go in here and show you guys what it has to offer. You can see the Black Knights have 25 health, and there are Dark Wizards in here too, which have 60. In front of us, you're gonna notice some pretty weird blocks, like this one right here and these blocks right there. Those are actually spawners. So the spawners in this mod definitely look a little bit different, and that is why there are so many mobs in here. It is quite the challenge to make your way through here. There's brewing stands for you to grab, and right here is a jail cell. They have taken the White Knights captive, which is pretty funny. So I really think they put a lot of effort into this. It looks really awesome. And this place is actually like 3 floors high. I'm not going to go through like every single room, but it is a huge structure. Like there is so much for you to check out in here. I mean, look at the size of it. Here is one thing I definitely wanted to show, and this is Rune Eye Tour. Just like RuneScape, it is on the surface, and you can mine it right here, and there are green dragons that spawn right next to it. So this is actually special stone that spawns the green dragons, so it's like a spawner, like this huge thing right here. And this is the best ore in the game, so they're like guarding it. They are bosses, and some other dudes spawn here too. They're called green dragon bots, I believe. It's like the people in the wilderness. If you actually played the game, there were always people out there fighting, and they're supposed to like represent them, and they naturally are aggressive towards the green dragons. I think he spawned in a tree. You alright, bro? He's in there somewhere. He's a green dragon bot. He's holding an abyssal whip. So a lot of the drops actually drop off the same monsters as they did in regular RuneScape. This right here is a wizard's tower. You can see wizards spawn on it. There's like a gold block right there. It's kind of a small structure, and they're very common. All these structures are going to be found in the plains, so you might want to go exploring that area. You can see there's another one right over here. This one is a little bit better. You can see at the top of it, I believe it is diamond ore, and lightning is going to actually strike this like constantly, like right there. So there's another cool structure, and at this one, the dark wizards spawn. So there's some pretty cool stuff here. And there's like lava on the bottom of it. So the best place to explore is definitely going to be the plains, because that's where like everything spawns. Alright guys, here is another very cool structure where Black Knights and White Knights spawn and fight each other. Like they spawn on one side, and also wizards too. It's pretty cool. So they'll kind of just spawn over and over, and there'll always be like a battle going on. The White Knights even kill the Hellhounds, which was what just died right there. Alright guys, we are on to the next structure, and this one is Lumbridge. That's right, they've actually added Lumbridge in to possibly spawn. Lumbridge Castle right here. So you may remember this, and it actually looks pretty good. Like, there isn't even a door here. I don't know how they did this. I have no idea. There's like a guard just like ran by me. So we'll go up to the top for you RuneScape fans who want to see the bank, because this is where the bank would be. It actually set up just like it, really. Of course, there is, like, no one in there. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe if they put in some, like, NPCs or something. That'd be pretty awesome. But anyways, this is pretty cool. It's actually Lumbridge Castle right here. And it looks very similar to it. Alright, guys, here is another gigantic structure. And I don't know what it represents from actual RuneScape, but it's definitely a cool building. So we're going to head in here. There's like a cool entranceway, there's like Black Knights around, and I'm pretty sure there's some good rewards you can get in here too. Like right here. There are Dark Wizards protecting this chest over here. And here's a bunch of like the RuneScape items. There is a black helm, black chest plate. There's some stone swords too. Zamorak's staff. A magic short bow, all kinds of stuff really. A thief spawner in here, so you can actually set up your own spawners, which is pretty cool. Black Knight spawners. And black boots. So yeah, there are rewards you can get in some of these structures. This is probably the best one for that. The place itself is pretty cool. I actually had one spawn really weird before, and it was like overrun with lava. And here are a bunch of gold blocks for you. But there are so many mobs around, like it's ridiculously dangerous. Oh, and here's an abyssal demon. A very powerful boss. They have it like locked up behind this like jail cell right here. So that is another boss you're probably going to want to try to kill for some cool drops. So if you go into this room, guys, you could definitely tell this is an amazing room. Diamond ore like crazy, and Rune Eye ore, which is even better than diamond. So there is so much stuff in this place that you can get for yourself. Alright guys, this is probably the most amazing structure of all. It is Vorak Palace, which seems to be floating in the air for some reason right here. Spawned a little bit weird, as you could tell. It is a massive castle. There's a bunch of chests around, but they actually don't have anything in them, so don't worry guys. No need to check them. Nothing in there. But yeah, this is like a replica of the place, and it is huge. I can't believe they've actually added this in. I mean, I have reviewed this mod quite a while ago. Some of you guys might remember that, but they've added in so much content now that it was definitely worth checking out again. I mean, look at this place. It is so cool. So if you go through exploring this place, guys, there are so many different rooms. There's a library right here, and it's pretty much identical to how it was in Runescape. And of course, you didn't play Runescape, you're just gonna have fun exploring all this. I mean, it's a great RPG mod, and there's just so much stuff for you to explore. Alright guys, so now I have a bunch of items to show you, but first, I have spawned in a king, which I'm pretty sure spawns in the castles, and also a hero white knight. The king actually looks really cool, except he can't see. His crown is like slightly too big. I can barely see his eyes at all. But you know, he seems very happy. He has a pretty cool sword too. And this guy right here, the hero white knight, you can actually summon him to protect you, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there are a lot of items I need to show you guys now. As you guys can see, there is a ton of different armor with this mod. There is mithril, adamant, rune, dragon, black, white, and even gold-plated rune, which is pretty awesome. And there's a couple more things. There is a bronze medium helmet and also an iron chain chest. So yeah, there is a lot of armor. They've pretty much taken all of it from Runescape and put it right into the mod. And the textures are exactly the same as Runescape. I'm not going to be going over the recipes. There's just too many. I'd actually recommend probably going with not enough items. But some of these things, like the dragon, which were not craftable in Runescape, are not craftable here either and just drop off boss mobs. So now we are going to take a look at the weapons. And as you can see, there are a ton of them. Even all the god swords, which I am sorry in advance for any pronunciations that are horribly, horribly wrong, which are probably going to come any second. Sardamin's god sword, Bandos god sword, Armadill's god sword, Zamorak's god sword, Armadill's staff, Zamorak's staff, Chaotic rapier. Hopefully that sounded right. Not sure. Dragon dagger that's poisoned. A dragon axe, dragon scimitar. They've got all the different warhammers. Dragon longsword, dragon pickaxe, even like gold crested. Zamorak's staff, Guthix, white sword, black sword, even the abyssal whip, which is an awesome weapon, which I have on my character in actual RuneScape, so I'll grab that. Sardamin's sword, Korasi's sword, dragon battle axe, and a normal dragon dagger. And here's the sets pretty much. There's the rune set, the mithril set, and the adamant set. So rune is better than diamond, adamant is the same as diamond, and mithril is like iron. So I'm actually going to grab some of these weapons and show you guys how they work, because they actually have special moves too. So I'll grab all those, and I'm actually going to have to kill some of these guys. This U-bot. He's the one that like spawns from the U tree. He's supposed to be like cutting it down. So I will hit him first with the Sardamin Godsword. So if I hit him, I actually get regeneration on myself for 5 seconds, which is pretty similar to the effect it had in RuneScape. Alright, so I'm going to hit him with the Bandos now. Bandos. There we go. So that one had like a special hit that hit him into the air and killed him in one hit. Alright, we'll try out the Armadillo Godsword next, and I'm probably not saying that right at all. If I use that one, it does like a super powerful hit and even knocks me into the air. Here is Zamorak's. If I attack with that one, it puts slowness on him for like 8 seconds. So some pretty cool effects from these. And for the other ones, I'm going to get a little bit further away. One of them's really dangerous, so I don't want to blow everything up. Alright guys, so now I have all the staves, and the first one is Zamorak's staff. If I use this one, it pretty much lights everything around me on fire, which is pretty cool. Guthix's staff. Kind of a hard word to say. If you use this one, it creates an explosion, which you can tell right there. You're supposed to aim it like that. Like it threw TNT at them, which is pretty awesome. This one, Sardamin's staff, shoots lightning down from the sky. And Armadillo's staff, this one is very powerful as well. So, huge explosion. Let me actually show you that again so you can look at the sky. Like there's lightning coming down like crazy. So yeah, there's some very powerful weapons with this mod. They're a lot of fun to mess around with. Oh guys, and if you were curious about the Abyssal Whip, it doesn't have anything like special. Like I'll practice on this dwarf right here. Sorry, I gotta do this. Yeah, it's just very powerful, but doesn't have any like special effects. Alright guys, so here is some of the miscellaneous stuff. Like there's different foods, There's cabbage. You're gonna see cabbage like all over the world. I can actually see some in the distance, like right there. I see cabbage. That is a food you can eat, but you can also use it to craft some of the other stuff. Like you can make a cabbage pie. There's a fish pie, a meat pie, an apple pie, and magic fruit, which comes from the magic tree. You can actually make a special boat out of the magic like planks into a magic boat. There's a rubber chicken, 1 attack damage. And a bunch of these are cool. These are contracts where mobs will like protect you. They're not mobs, but like the wizards and the white knights and stuff. So I'm gonna grab like one of these, the white knight contract. And also I want the cool one, the white knight hero. So what you're gonna notice, which you probably already have noticed, is these huge trees are all over the place. And these guys around them. When you kill them, they have a chance to drop a magic sapling. And then you can grow a magic tree, which is right here. And these will actually spawn these other dudes that are kind of like them, except they can drop the dragon axe. So there's a chance we might see one, we might not. They spawn every once in a while, and that is the only way to get the dragon axe. And it actually, oh, there he is. He's holding it right there. He's wielding it. So that is how you get that weapon. And of course, the tree. He just fell out of the sky. That was weird. I'm pretty sure it like spawns them and they like drop down. And this is where you get the magic fruit as well. So you can actually craft these contracts right here, like the White Knight Hero, and you can have it protect you. So you right click with it, and this dude, he's gonna roam around the area and kill everything that is bad and keep me safe. So it's a great way to keep like your home base like really safe. Like he's pissed right now. Like he's going for these dudes. He's like, I hate bots. Why are you cheating? And he's killing all of them one at a time. Same thing with regular White Knight. Could do it with a couple other things as well. But it's definitely very cool. This is so much better than the Iron Golem and so much more awesome looking. That sword is amazing. But yeah, there's 3 different types of ores. Of course, there is rune, adamant, and mithril, which you're going to find spawning like on top of the world like I showed you guys before. And a couple different kinds of stairs you can make. Not much variety in that, but there's a couple different things. There are a couple more mobs I wanted to show you guys. When you're in the Taiga Biome, you're going to see these weird structures with iron dragons spawning on top of them. More bosses for you to fight. You can see down here, there are actually, what are these? These are ice giants. Very cool looking. More monsters to fight. I mean, there's a ton of stuff to do with this mod. When you make your way to the desert, you're going to notice these weird squares. And this is where calphites spawn. And after 10 minutes, a calphite queen will spawn. One of the hardest bosses from RuneScape. This is definitely a tough one. And they're actually aggressive towards like these guards, which can spawn next to them. So there's always like battles going on with this mod too. And right here are a bunch of hellhounds which spawn in the desert. And if you look around, there are a lot of mobs. Right here are lesser demons. Another tough mob, 70 health. So honestly, guys, there is so much stuff to fight. Like, they're everywhere. And here are a few more mobs, guys. This right here is General Grardor. I don't know if I said that right, but he is awesome looking. He's huge, and honestly, he looks pissed. I would not want to fight this dude. He's got 400 health, which is massive. And right here, Sergeant Grimspike, Sergeant Steelwill, and Sergeant Strongstack. There's one thing I totally forgot to show you guys, and I apologize if I actually missed anything. I mean, this is such a giant mod, it's easy to miss like one small thing, but there are party hats and a Santa hat in this mod. If you played RuneScape, you know these are like the rarest items, and I'm pretty sure this is how you obtain them. They're like super rare drops off the mobs, so you'll definitely have fun trying to get these. So whether you like RuneScape or not, guys, you're definitely gonna enjoy this mod. If you love fighting mobs and bosses and exploring structures, you'll definitely want to check this one out. The download is in the description, and if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.